Well, I really didn't plan any material for tonight. The reason I'm on late is AT&T. They wanted to charge me $658 for less than a day's service. But I think I got it straightened out. At least I got auto pay turned off. These and of course you got to talk to somebody in the Philippines, which was, oh man, I'm just so sick of this shit. So what I'm going to do tonight, I went flying today, and just to knock the cobwebs off it or whatever. Let's see here. Anyway, what happened was couldn't get the engine running. So I put it on the engine run stand and forced some fuel through the Venturi. I got it running. And the first flight, the handle was way out of adjustment. So second flight, I got the handle adjusted. I learned enough to know where I'm at in trim, because I haven't flown this one since last year in N30 at the Nats. But this is what I'm going to take to Brodack. I'm going to take this one, the Vortex, and the Viper Profile. Now, the Vortex has yet to be flown. It has not been flown. I will fly it at Brodax for its maiden flight. We'll see how it works. But I figured I would just rub on this in a few spots tonight, because, like I said, I had nothing planned for tonight. I've been on the phone with AT&T fighting over $658 that I'm not paying, period. So let's do this. Let's make this camera straight up and down. People are just going to have to get fed up enough to to go crazy on these people, because it's just not working. There we go. Okay, and then I'll put this one over here. Do that. That'll work. Okay, so let's get some compound. We need some 2000 grit. There's some spots that I've said it a dozen times. It takes me all summer to buff one of these out. About the time the dope starts shrinking is when it's shit, I got fuel back here. About the time the dope starts shrinking is when the airplane's worn out, when you get it all buffed up. Let's see, is it this side I repaired or the other side? The other side, I think. But I showed it to the guys today. You can't see the repair on it, like I told you. We'll just stay on a short time tonight. I just didn't want to leave you hanging. What side did I repair? Yeah, this side. It's very hard to see where I repaired it. Well, I got somebody to take over the Hangouts for next Monday and Friday, or next Monday it'll be me, the Friday, and then the following Monday while I'm gone to Brodax. Now I may be able to join in. Matter of fact, that's what I'll do. I will start the stream from the motel and have Steve take over, because those motel connections are pretty bad. And I'm not sure that my hotspot is going to be powerful enough. Got a comment today from a guy on the short that I did. He said, "This airplane's really beautiful. It reminds him of when his father flew in the backyard in the 70s. Well, that's exactly the intent of this. There's not going to be much tonight except for me talking and rubbing. I know some of you guys like it, but this probably will be a dud video. Got the Orange Viper back together, but I don't think I'm going to take that. I think I'm going to take this, and we'll get this one trimmed out. Let Joe Gilbert fly it. I better get that bottle of water off the bench before I poke a hole in the wing. Hopefully I didn't already. Nope. You got to be so careful with an I-beam. But it only weighs 53 ounces. And boy, I forgot how much of a performance advantage that is. I was way over controlling it today. This thing will turn over on itself. If I let Gilbert fly it, I better tell him. Okay. Get the muck off of this thing. Oh, I got a spot right there. I'm going to try some Super Nano protectant, UV sealer. It's for wood. I don't know if it's for painted wood, but we'll try it anyway. Yeah, got it. Man, just that rubbing helps. So talk to me, guys. What's on the agenda? You know, what do you think? Don't dent it up. No feedback today? I know the chat's got to be on. Is the chat working? If you're one of the guys who knows me and the chat's not working, please call me and I'll see what I can do to fix it. Because usually I got at least a comment by now. I don't know if this has been to Brodax or not. I think it may have been, but I didn't fly it. I flew my underperforming Junar. We're going to fix that right after Brodax. We're going to take and strip that Junar, cut the bottom off of it, put a new bottom on it, and refinish it. Okay, man, it's working. How do I handle flying different classes of plane during a contest? Well, you mean like profile and then go to this? You just do it. I mean, there's no handling to it. I fly by sight, and I'll tell you what, it's getting harder to get up off the ground today, though. Yeah. Telling Steve, I said, I never thought that all my friends out in the yard, out in the field playing would be over 70 years old. And it sure is hard to get up and down off the ground now. Everybody out the field today was over 70. I don't know how old Mark is. Nope, no vertigo issues. Thanks, Steve. Steve is the one that I said it to. And then his funny thing was, he said, "Yeah, and most of our friends are 80 and up." That's right. I never would have believed that when I was a kid playing with this stuff. Because 70 was ancient when I was a kid. I mean, super ancient. We'll wait to tell Steve's story. Oh, he's going to tell it now. He dorked his airplane today. I wasn't going to tell you. I was going to wait for tomorrow night and let him tell you. I think I need to sand this some more. If I'm going to pull any more shine out of this, I'm going to have to sand. Now, I don't mind no wind. You got to step back one step for every loop is all. Yes, N30 has appearance points. And a concourse trophy and all that. I got black boogers on my propeller. I'm going to have to wipe off. I get some. We'll try some wax and grease remover. If that don't do it, we'll go up to lacquer, and then if that don't do it, we'll go to acetone, or maybe alcohol will take it off. 91. I'm sure 91 will take it off. I'm about ready for Brodax. I got my suitcase packed finally. I got 3 bags packed so far. Yes, that took it off okay. I think I need to get a new chicken stick hose tomorrow. Get a red one instead of this black one. Don't want to get that on the paint. That'll take the paint off. Not the same as nitro. I think I'm going to have a problem with this cowl. Because today I was starting it and forcing fuel through it and getting fuel all over the inside. While it's only 10%, dope doesn't like nitro. Let's see. Are you Asking as a flyer or a contest director. Well, I'll tell you what, most of the contests anymore don't even have appearance points, except ours and the Nationals. Well, Brodax, ours, Brodax, and the Nationals. But you go to any other contest, there's no appearance points because everybody's so damn lazy. They don't want to build anything. They want to do away with appearance points because of that. And to be honest with you, that's what brought me to this hobby, was the craftsmanship, to learn how to do this. There we go. What the hell we're bumping on with something. I don't know whether I want to fix that or not. So they're just going to get bumped again. Huh. I just noticed something. Oh, that's right. I put them on to trim. I put 2 stripes of blue masking tape last year on this to trim. That gives it a little bit of down, point the nose down. And it helped. I mean, it helped. That Vortex could use some more clear and some more rubbing. Just don't know if I want to put any more weight on that baby. Look how much dirt come off of that already. Let's get bumpy. Today it was so humid, my covering was bagging. When I say humid, it was 100% humidity. It was raining. Shit. Let's see what the humidity is right now. 70%. %, you don't even. Oh, I don't doubt it. Yeah, that's the trend in St. Louis. Pay more and get less. Just like our trash service. I think our park permits went from $25 a year to $90 a year. and we get less service. The trash bill doubled and the service was cut in half. Shit. Yep, pay more, get less. That's the way it goes. Okay, I guess that's clean. Well, missed the flap here. Okay. Where are we at here? I'll try to go. It's been a half an hour now. I'll try to go a little bit longer. Like I say, I just didn't want to leave you guys hanging for the day, but I was fighting AT&T. What the hell happened to the mouse? We can go to the overhead. Everything is fixable. It's just how much do you want to put in it? I don't know. I haven't seen it yet. I can't believe I'm still getting up oil. I put the tube muffler back on it, Steve, so we got a little more nose weight. I really don't want to narrow my handle spacing down. It's better to have it wide open. And if you got a light airplane, you can fly it a little more nose heavy. It's actually better to fly that way. Okay, let's explain this. What do I mean? When you're running nose heavy, it's like an arrow. It's like a dart. It's leading from the nose. When you're flying tail heavy, it's leading from the tail. So the nose attitude is up when you're flying, or down, when you're upside down. It's always up anyway. So it's always floating. It's not directionally stable. But the only way you can make an airplane perform and turn with that nose heavy situation is if it's super light and you have enough elevator and to overcome the weight of the nose, the weight in the nose, and you don't want a whole lot of flaps. And the only way you can run a little bit of flaps, a lot of elevator, and nose heavy is with a light airplane. Otherwise, it'll fly like mush. It'll fly like it's flying off the flaps. One year I took the Monado to Joe Nall. And that was going to be the airplane that I flew in the it flew, but it didn't fly really good. And the reason being is back in the 60s, Tom Warden's idea of streamline was super high aspect ratio. So it was small chord, big span. Well, that airplane was flying off the flaps because it was, I think it was 58 or 59 ounces. So after I got back from Joe Nall, and there's a video on here of me doing it, I cut the elevators off of it, built a new pair, refinished them in a day, and put it on, and it flies okay now. Hey, go for it. Let's see what that says way over there. I can't, I apologize, guys. I can't read all the way across the room. I have a plane that I want to redo. The fuselage is dope. What is the best possible solvent to clean the oil off with? Well, I used to know this. It's baking soda or Dr. Scholl's foot powder. And alcohol. Yeah, 91 proof alcohol and Dr. Scholl's foot powder. You mix up a slurry, slop it on, it'll suck the oil out, and then wipe it off. Hello, Hungarians. What time is it in Hungary? Is it today or tomorrow there? It's 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, 10 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time here on Thursday. What time is it there in Hungary? Yesterday or tomorrow? Anyway, Steve, why don't you click on this link? I'll let you in. That way we can talk about things. This is not StreamYard. Let's see, we're going to invite. I'm going to copy this. Paste that. Post that. Click on that link in chat and come in and talk to me. Might as well get the most out of StreamYard as we can, because I'm going to be terminating this before I go to Brodak. I can no longer afford, the channel's not doing great. I can no longer afford the $50 a month that it costs for StreamYard, 45 or whatever it is. So we'll get rid of StreamYard and I'll do it the old-fashioned way, OBS. Steve Smith, waiting on you to click the link. Dead air, dead silence. Or any one of you guys that are watching, click the link. Come on in and talk to me. In the chat, it's a StreamYard link. Click on that. Come on in. But I think this one will be all right. I'll be able to fly this season, no problem. Shit. Tired. Well, I guess nobody's going to click the link. I guess we'll end the stream. There we go. Steve. Okay, Steve. You're up.
Yeah, I had to let the dog out.
Who let the dogs out?
Yeah. And of course, he had to check the tree where he chased a squirrel up a few hours ago, and he's still looking for it.
So, how many flights after I left did you put up? 1 or 2?
Well, I crashed on my last flight. That was my 4th battery, so I guess I put up
4.
Well, 3 and a little bit.
You got it handy? Let's see what it looks like. Oh yeah, I could fix that.
There's the motor, and there's the electronics bay. The cowl survived. The cover survived.
Yeah.
And there's the other front fuselage side. But everything behind this to the midpoint of the wing is gone.
Nothing wrong with the wing?
Well, I haven't looked at it in detail yet, but it didn't seem like it. Why is that wing so durable?
Because it's made, that's why the airplane's heavy. It's made like a tank.
Mm.
It's got 9-pound wood in it. That's why it's heavy. Maybe 10-pound wood. Plywood and all kind of crap.
Yeah.
Yep. I went back to the tongue muffler, the tube muffler on this airplane.
I see that. Yeah.
And,
that'll give you a little nose weight.
Yeah, that'll give me some nose weight.
Make the engine run any different?
Oh yeah, they run better with a tube muffler than they do a tongue muffler.
There you go.
That was weird getting it going today, though.
Yeah, I'm glad you went and tried it on the stand.
But I'm not going to do that anymore because it's going to eat the paint right off the cowl.
Yeah, that's that. Yeah, loading that Venturi up like that's no good.
When you run it out, it runs out of the Venturi into the cowl.
That's not good.
When I took that off, it was all, fuel soaked.
Mm. And it doesn't just run on the inside, it gets on the outside.
Yeah, everywhere. That's why I was kind of rubbing on the thing to get all the fuel off of it.
Yeah. Just
Nice airplane.
Such a acrobatic performance to do it upside down, flip it over, and all that. But if that's what you got to do, I guess that's what you got to do.
Well, that's how Billy does it. That's how Bob Hunt did it.
Yeah, but they were younger then.
Yeah. It's a whole lot easier to do standing up than it is sitting down or laying on the ground.
Yeah.
You saw today, even Dan McAtee says, man, you need to get your knees redone. I don't think it's my knees. It's just the whole body just doesn't work.
Yeah. Yeah. Same with me.
The balance when I get up, I don't know. I might have to do some Pilates or something to get limbered up again.
Yeah, I was worried about you a couple of times there getting up.
Well, I used to work on the floor as a motorcycle mechanic, up and down, up and down, up and down. I did that 40 years.
Yeah.
I guess I'm worn out.
Wore out them joints. Yeah.
Yeah. I think what's going to happen on the Hangouts is I'm going to start it from Carmichael's and pass it to you. You just need to make sure to be in here at 7:00.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Like I pass it to Gary at night.
Yeah.
I'll pass it to you, and that way I can do all the settings.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's fine.
Because when Charles did it, I gave him full control of over the whole channel.
Yeah.
Which not very smart, but he didn't screw me up, so we're okay.
Yeah. Right.
I like this airplane.
Good.
I'm going to take this one, the Viper profile, and the Vortex.
Oh, okay.
And then I'm going to be stopping at John's and picking up some of his airplanes to sell.
So you're not going to bring the Caramba to sell?
I don't know. Maybe.
You're running out of room in the trailer, huh?
I can fit 4 in the trailer and 2 in the car. That's 6.
Oh, okay. How many airplanes does John have left?
Yeah, let's see. He had Liberty. He's got probably 1, 2, 3, 4, about 10, about the same amount I got.
Wow. Well, you're not going to be able to get all of them.
No.
This trip, anyway.
However, if I do grab some and sell them, see, when I stop back through Dayton to drop the money off, I could pick some more up and bring them here. But then where am I going to put them? I guess I put them in the garage.
Oh, man. Yeah. And then maybe take them to the Nats or Tulsa.
I'll sell them online here,
Okay.
If somebody wants them, they can come get them. Now, John's work, I hate to say this, John's work was really good, but it got a whole lot better when him and I started hanging out together. And he's got a couple airplanes that are light and straight. I mean, really good.
Mm.
The one that he liked to fly was one that he built before he met me. That was 70 some ounces. It was up there, but his son is going to take that one. That's the Katana SV22.
Uh-huh.
And but he's got some other stuff. He's got a Bearcat, a Ray Bearcat, and he's got the Liberty, and we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, that could be like Bob Hunt says, it's better that they're flying than hanging on the wall.
Yep. Entertain these guys for a couple minutes. I got to walk to the bathroom.
Okay. I don't know what I'm supposed to do, but
Talk about judging. Talk about whatever.
well, I've been training some judges. Mark Overmeyer and I and Denny Adamish and Bob Hunt was involved, and we developed a kind of a ground school training for judges, an expanded version of what we do for judges at the Nats every year, and takes about 2 hours. We go through every maneuver, covering shape, size, intersections, and bottoms. Those are the four main criteria. And it's eye-opening for some people because they didn't realize some things like where some of the maneuvers start and end, and also some of the finer points of specific segments of the maneuvers. So it's a learning experience. And not only, I've had a few guys say, hey, it's going to help me with my flying because now I know what the judges are looking for. So I think that's a good thing too. So, and we've we're willing to train anybody, even radio control flyers, if they're interested in judging control line. It's okay. We can use folks from other disciplines. Back in the day, they trained Navy sailors. Well, I guess they were naval aviators to judge at the nationals when they were at the naval air stations. So
I want to know why loops like this are scored so high. Them guys are always in the top 20, and the loops look like that.
I don't score them high.
Well,
You did that today, actually.
what? Went
Big
like
football.
that?
Yeah.
Yeah, because the handle is out of adjustment.
Yeah, and I think I've come to the conclusion that they are flying to points instead of a constant curving round loop. They're flying up to 45 in an arc and then back down to level flight in an arc. So it ends up looking like this, like a football. They're not round.
Egg. But anyway, yeah, I did that today. Handle, nose weight.
Yeah, your handle was, I could tell. That thing hopped right off the ground when the first time you flew it. It had a little bit of up in it.
I didn't preserve the handle settings, and I had this airplane apart and the engine out of it. I couldn't remember whether I had the tube muffler on it or the tongue muffler.
Yeah, I couldn't remember either, but it looks right with the tube muffler now.
Yeah.
So I don't remember.
But that'll add a little more nose weight to give me a little better directional stability. I mean, I can fly it. It's really nose heavy now, but you can get away with that when it's light.
It didn't. Yeah, it didn't look like it was hunting in the level laps though.
No,
it was stable.
It'll be more stable now with it's probably an extra half ounce on the nose.
Okay.
So we're probably up to 53 ounces now.
So you're going to fly it. You're going to fly it without adjusting the handle spacing first?
Yes.
Okay.
Because If I remember right, that's the handle I used last year. The handle and lines that I used last year,
Okay.
and it didn't feel right today
Hmm.
because I've used that handle on other airplanes, and I've been
You've
here.
been
I'm going to leave it on that set of lines now.
okay. And then you're not, so you'll fly it at least once with the extra nose weight, and then you can adjust the handle spacing if you still need to.
Right.
Yeah.
You want to fly with as wide a handle as you possibly can get away with and still have control, decent control.
Uh,
And you ask why, it's so you can get on it and off it quick.
yeah.
When you got a handle like this and you got the lead outs 2 inches apart, you got to give it this kind
It
of big.
really got to go. Yeah. And that's, I don't know. I don't know how to cure my outside high bottoms.
Well, we need to tie a stick to your elbow so that you're not doing all kind of weird shit.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just like I feel like I have to keep the lines tight.
I would like to see judges who don't know the pilots. That's what I want to see.
Yeah, that ain't going to happen unless we, like you said, recruit college kids
That's right.
from Ball State.
But there's going to be a lot of whining from the top dogs because of the halos they have. I'm telling you. Not saying that I can beat those guys. I just see that they score ultra high for nonsense. Them shaking corners and all that, and eggs that are.
Yeah, eggs and footballs, lots of that.
Yeah.
I do my best. I score them as I see them, but
But you're only one guy.
I'm only one guy.
I can remember being judged on a landing where the guy was standing on his head to see if both my wheels touched the ground at the same time.
Oh my God.
I'll tell you who that is offline.
All right. You can tell me sometime.
And it's physically impossible for both wheels to touch the ground at the same time unless I'm laying on the ground. Because the angle of the lines, the angle of the airplane going down, the outboard wheel is always going to touch first.
Yeah, I never thought about that, but yeah, I guess it does.
Yeah. I couldn't believe that. Standing on his head.
Huh. How long ago was that?
I'll tell you offline.
Okay.
I haven't seen him back at judging at the Nats in probably 10 years.
Now. Oh, well, that was before my time, I guess. Let's see, I started in 2006. So.
Were you around when Randy, the lady, was judging?
Yes, I was. I don't know if I ever saw her judge at the Nats.
Yeah,
I saw her judge at local contests, including
Broken Arrow.
Our contest, yeah, Broken Arrow, and Kentucky, Paducah, and I think she judged at what was it? Iowa had a contest.
Did you go to that Iowa contest?
Once. I did once, yeah.
In front of the airport, what do they call that? The PO or whatever?
I don't remember it being near an airport. It was just out like in a park.
Well, Fred Thompson they had the Tri-State Stunt Championships there in Iowa. No, it wasn't. Yeah, it was Iowa. Is that right? Is that right? That's right north of here, right?
Yeah, the contest I went to was in the Des Moines area. I think
Yeah.
you're talking about the east coast of Iowa.
No, West Coast, Peoria. They had the Peoria contest in Iowa.
Yeah, that was Peoria was the west coast of Illinois, and across
Right.
the river or whatever was the east coast of Iowa.
Okay, I got a picture. I flew the P-47 in that park
Oh yeah.
that you're talking about. That my
I
first
don't know
P-47.
if I met you then. I don't remember. I remember going to that contest.
Bill Zimmer was the judge.
Huh.
Anyway, they had another contest in the front of the, I think they call it RPO or whatever, of an airport, and they had like 30 or 40 steermans land
Oh wow.
on the
Well,
grass, and
I didn't see that.
then they had Fred Thompson. Whatever year that Fred Thompson was a presidential candidate, they had his jet running off by the hangar for the whole contest. Boy, that was annoying.
Huh. No,
So
I was not there then.
they didn't have a huffer to get it started at that airport. They just,
Oh,
they just
man.
left it run while he was off doing whatever he was doing,
Wow.
idling.
Yeah, that's when I had the travel trailer and I stayed at a RV park nearby. Can't remember if my daughter was with me then or not. She went to a few things with me.
Yeah, she went to the Nats with you once. I remember
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, she was a runner at that time.
Well, shit.
So you're not going to do any more buffing tonight?
No, I got it cleaned up.
Okay.
I'm
No.
kind of burnt out. I just
Yeah.
wanted somebody to help me make the hour go quick. We got 3 minutes.
Oh, good. Okay.
Yeah, I owed these guys. AT&T sent me a bill for $658 for a phone I don't have.
Oh my God.
So I was on the phone battling with them at 7 o'clock. And that's why I was late coming in.
Wow.
And on terminal hold for an hour.
Yeah. Oh, that's those cell phone companies are terrible.
Tell me who you'd like to talk to. Is it concerning your bill? Press 1. Is it I want to speak to a representative.
Right. You say representative or hit 0, and it's still they've learned that people know that trick, so they ignore that.
Right. They just run you over and over and over and over and over and over again.
Yeah, because they want you to give up so you don't.
That's right. So you don't get on the phone with them. Then they said, okay, you can speak to a representative. Would you like a call back?
Right.
No, I don't want to call back. I want to hold. So the wait time is between 15 and 30 minutes.
Yeah, right. And it ended up being an hour, right?
Yeah. But I ain't giving up. It costs them 25 cents a minute for every minute I'm hanging on the phone. So.
All right.
You know, you'd think if I was running the place, you guys need to answer the damn phone so we don't have to pay that bill.
Well, it's cheaper than hiring another employee.
How cheap can it be in the Philippines? That's exactly where I was talking to, Manila.
Yeah.
They were speaking Tagalog in the background, and I went, "Como estao now?" Oh, mabuti. Yeah, I understand.
Yeah.
Bullshit. Just aggravates the crap out of me.
Yeah, that's their intent.
Well, I took off my credit card off of auto pay.
Yeah.
So that ain't going to auto pay anymore. $658 for 20 hours of service, if that.
Yeah. Wow.
And that's too bad because it was a good phone, iPhone 16.
Yeah. Yeah. My wife convinced me to get one. I got the low end one. I didn't get all the fancy camera stuff because
So
I don't use it.
what number is your phone?
It's a 16S or something. It's the lowest end 16 you can get.
I got the highest end number 11 is what I'm using now.
Yeah.
It works. I mean,
Works fine. Yeah.
the only reason why I was changing is so that I could live stream from Brodax.
Right.
And all I wanted was a hotspot when I went there, and they talked me into that phone. I'm kind of glad that I got out of it because that would have been more money that I don't have. You know.
Yeah. Well, they bought my phone. I bought my phone outright. I didn't put it on the plan at all
Yeah.
because you end up paying more for it that way.
Well.
And then they're constantly hounding you for upgrades. Oh, you qualify for an upgrade.
Yeah. Thanks. No thanks. I'm damn glad I didn't let them take over my internet, though.
Oh, yeah.
So we can put you on a cable. Yeah, right. Different pair of 100-year-old wires. I don't want to hear that shit.
Right.
Well, guys, thanks for watching. Steve, will see you tomorrow night.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll hop on.
7 o'clock.
All right. Sounds good.
All right. I'll see you later.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share. And we'll see you tomorrow. Now, I don't know what I'll do during the day, but we will have our meeting at night at 7 o'clock. So fair winds, tight lines. See ya.